Hello, welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack Duxbury, he's the Maltese Falcon. And today we are checking out something new from Arturia. It's the Efx Collection 3, right?
That's right.
Falcon knows about this stuff more than I do, and he's passionate about it, right?
That's right.
You're a passionate young man, you, in audio. And we did a video recently when we were in a rush on the instruments. This time we've got a little bit more time, but I'm gonna get these plugins installed. In the meantime, the Falcon's gonna plug it in and maybe we can learn about what it is. Then we'll do some examples and let's freaking go. Right, Falcon, whilst I'm bumbling around with this Arturia software center, could you perchance use your mobile device and read to the good people of Andertons what on earth Efx Collection 3 is?
Of course.
Why, thank you, young Maltese man. 26 products. I'm gonna activate it. Falcon, disseminate your information thusly, please.
So, the Arturia Efx Collection 3. Audio effects you'll actually use. 26 essential audio production plugins offering musicians and producers the inspiring musical and pro-grade software tools they'll need to get creative with their mixing, combining unmatched vintage gear emulations with game-changing contemporary effects.
What's mad is when you read out the actual thing from the website, it makes me not want to try them. And I know how good they are. Like, no, I love Arturia stuff, but it's, to me, I'm a bit shocked when you read that out in like 2022 that people are still talking that way.
Yeah.
Like pro grade, it's like, you're awesome, you've proved it.
Yeah.
Don't be insecure, Arturia, you're amazing. Just go, yeah, we've got some new stuff.
Yeah. They do look cool, I'm not gonna lie.
What, do you know what the new special ones are?
Yeah, so by the looks of it, Dist TUBE-CULTUre, kind of looks like a Culture Vulture vibe. Dist OPAMP-21, which
now,
looks...
can I stop you there, Falcon? Culture Vulture, in case you don't know about it, what do you know what the Culture Vulture is, yeah?
More or less, it's a saturation box, a very heavy one at that. People tend to use it on either specific things, whether it's like an instrument, an organ, piano, or something to give it a little bit of saturation, or on a mix to just generally give the whole thing a little bit of color. But it's a very...
name a famous user?
Michael Brower. Michael Brower, a big user on organs apparently. He loves a bit of Culture Vulture on the organ.
This is what I'm talking about with the Falcon. Thank you, mate. And next one?
Yeah, we got the OPAMP-21, which is like a SansAmp vibe.
Now, what's a SansAmp?
What is a SansAmp? It was a guitar pedal, wasn't it, originally?
Yeah, bass, I think.
Or bass, yeah. And it kind of snuck its way into the production world because it's very versatile for distorting sounds, because it can distort with very different characteristics. Famously used by, I guess, Chad Blake. He uses it on everything. Chad Blake, represent.
Mate, all those mixed with the masters have
paid
off right
off.
now.
Yeah, they paid off.
And last big one?
Efx FRAGMENts. Well, I don't know.
I saw a bit about this.
This seems to be like a glitchy, stutter,
Granular.
like. And then this one isn't too new. It's relatively new, but the tape MELLO-FI, which is the Mellotron sounding thing.
I think I got that free on a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came out recently.
See, they're generous. You're generous, you're good. We don't need the marketing speak, but I suppose it would be rather underwhelming if they was if the website was like, here you go.
This is what we got.
Got a few new ones. Say, check it out. Other users of stuff. I'm going to say Christian Henson I've seen with the Culture Vulture.
Oh yes, that's a good point. Christian Henson.
This is what pro audio guys do, right? You just talk about who uses SansAmp, Chad Blake.
Chad Blake.
That's all you need to know,
That's
really.
all, yeah, that's it.
He's so famously... The other thing about it is I lusted after the plugin, the Pro Tools plugin,
yeah.
for years. And because I've used Logic, I haven't been able to have it. So this is quite exciting. See, there you go, guys. You think I don't know about production, but I can name people who use things. And if that doesn't prove I know about production, I don't know what does. 26 audio units. There's a bit of a thrill when they scan the audio units, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is a thrill.
You just got a new plug and you felt that thrill.
Thinking about I actually bought 2 new plugins.
Oh! Chris likes the old plugins, as old Christopher, and he got one called the God Particle.
Very exciting.
And then what was the other one?
You ready for this?
Hit me.
It's very exciting. The Sonox Oxford Drum Gate.
That is a guy who's serious about his craft. I would have bet the house on the inflator for a bit of fun, but no, the drum gate.
The drum gate.
Is it their new like AI type drum gate?
Kind of, yeah,
Is
exactly.
it like
it's I don't want to say AI, but it's you pick like the drum and then it's
and it just magically
does
right?
it.
Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah. And my friend.
It's annoying because I was always like Pro G was enough for me.
Exactly. The thing is, Pro G was always enough for me.
But now it's you just tell it what drum to isolate. Right?
Basically, and a friend of mine, I was at the drum session last week, and he was using it, and you just drop it on the thing, and it just does the job in 2 seconds. So I was like, oh, that does look quite, and it's on sale right now, so.
Silly, yeah.
You know,
So again, he knows people that know how to use these things, and he also is addicted like you.
Fact.
Same here. Mine's just odd. Anything felt.
Anything felt. Anything piano library.
Anything freaking felt. I'm going to utilise, for my first innings, I'm going to go with, having taken the piss out of myself with felt, I'm going to bring up a felt piano and instinctively try that granular thing.
Ooh.
Oh!
Let's go.
Let's go. Have I just loaded the piano and realised I don't have any keyboards plugged in? Yes. But that's fine. I am down with the kids and I'm going to musically type.
Oh, yes.
So, and we haven't even plugged the audio in. So here's a quick intermission. Arturia. 26 plugins.
Oh,
Don't act like you're not impressed. Okay, Efx Fragments. Got a lot of movement going. First reaction. For context, turning it on. I don't know about you, but that gets me hard. I'm just gonna, that preset's called Ocean Sweep. This one's called One Bar Glimmers. Lot of stereo going on. I'm getting a lot for a little here. Dampened fifths. Without? With. Let's roll with that and play with some of the controls. Let's crank up the intensity. So I'm getting a lot more grains. Feedback. And that's because it's pitched. I can pitch the grains. I'm going to go for an octave. Bring that feedback down. Grain mix. So I'm just not getting the piano anymore. Bring the piano back in. Maybe a little more tasteful. Grain capture. Offset. Whoa, spray, grain release. Oh my God, this is so exciting. What I like is there's this little box that does the trajectory, and I can tell it to do, let's try another preset, past lives.
Oh.
And you can see it moving, right? Oh yeah, baby. It's even got other effects. It's got a delay and a reverb in there already.
Nice.
Let's try it on one other thing. I feel like we're in my first. It's a bit like batter's box. And I'm gonna go exhale. Arpeggiator on it. Cool. So that's it without fragments. I'm turning fragments on. Now I'm flicking some presets. I'm going to find one, transient stretch. Again, without. With. And I can get that moving around. Dope! That's the end of my little round.
That's it.
Time to tag in the Falcon!
All right, let's see what we got. Actually, I had one thing in mind that I really wanted to try.
Oh! Really?
I did actually. One of your contact libraries. Get that keyboard up.
We're done with the kids. I love that you went for that and not splice.
Yeah.
And you've left
it right?
over.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually. But we're here now, so.
Production is about taking the hardest method.
Yeah, literally. Okay. Let's just.
I don't even know what plugin you're going for yet.
Yeah. So we got that loop running in the background. Let's go Arturia. I'm gonna go for the OPAMP-21. No, we don't need a tour.
He's gone bloody Chad Blake on it.
All right, let's go. So this is with it off. This is it on. It's got a lot of character options. That's on looking for.
The Chad Blake discography. How it's affecting the length of the transients is fascinating.
Well, this is the thing: is it's got one of the characters cleans up the overdrive, which is interesting because when you crank it, it takes off all of that long release. So this is with it, without it, with it. And when I turn on this, then it's just the saturation without the extra length. And that's with it on. That is thick.
Now, as per the rules, you can, if you want to drag in a more traditional drum loop.
I might,
and then maybe take us through the controls.
Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. Sounds great. Chuck a little bit of fatness on there. That's pretty sick. Quite interesting when you blend it in from dry. You get some thickness out of that.
I know I'm repeating myself there, but the way it's affecting the transient, I can see why maybe Chad was so into it.
Yeah, well the thing is, the biggest thing I take away from Chad doing it is the fact that if you had like a snare drum or something and you put this or a plugin like this on it, it's not only affecting the transient, but I think just the overall color of the sound. Like you can add a real lot of low end that you didn't really know existed when you kind of crush a sound, and you're right about the transients, it definitely squashes them.
It's a completely different, it's not even, it's so unique, it's not drive on there, it's changing the whole rhythm
the whole
of it.
thing, yeah, it's adding a lot more texture.
So what we got on there, talk us through it, mate.
So this one in particular is very straightforward. It's just drive, EQ, in this case you have a presence and a high knob. You have a general output and a dry wet with a little lock next to it, which I assume will keep it locked when you're flicking through your presets. Then you have 4 modes: modern, which has no coloration, flat EQ, normal, which has a versatile tone and a subtle EQ, lead, which has a vintage tone, mid and highs emphasized, and the bass, which is a vintage tone and less present. As well as then what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different character buttons at the bottom that you can turn off and on all independently, and they all do something different.
Oh, that's cool. A bit like Decapitator, is it?
Yeah. I think Decapitator is more like emulating a different bit of hardware.
Right.
This is like, so like the first one, mid boost 1.
Let's have a listen, mate. Do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Mid boost 1. Mid boost 2. And then low drive. The next one is the one that cleans up. I think that makes the biggest difference, the cleaning up one. Then you have a bright switch.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's a delay.
Yeah. Then you have a vintage tube, which produces a warmer tube-like sound. Nice, a bit warmer. Then a speaker edge simulates placing the mic at the edge of the speaker. It's a bit thinner, I guess. And then last but not least, close miking recreates placing the mic close to the speaker, which sounds like this. I mean, all very subtle.
Very cool.
I've got them all cranked at 50% dry wet, because if it's full, it's a bit overkill. But
Yeah.
you can definitely hear the difference through them.
Well, I can safely say that I'll be using that on one of my mixes in the future. It seems like a really versatile dirt box.
Of course, especially on top of the fractals.
Yes. Okay, now for round 3. Back in the seat. Right, round 3. I'm in.
The culture.
Oh. And hopefully, with some idea of helping people decide and being not just selfish, I'm going to use it over the same loop.
Ooh.
Oh, so this is the loop dry. This is it turned on for the first time. I'm going to go 50% mix and hit it. Off. On. Full mix. I'm going to crank up the drive. And the bias. Change the function. I'm going to change it to air. Wow, what a funny bit of kit. I'm going to flick through some presets. So that's on, off, on. It's poking the kick out a bit, isn't it? Now it's saying bass there. I'm going to find a bass loop and we're going to get out of that 2 seconds. I'm bringing the game back to power-12.
Everybody clap your hands. Yeah.
Bringing out the tube culture. It's very subtle, We're gonna look for a preset, yeah. Bass, massive sound system. So that's off. On. Let's freaking just crank it. And change the function. T. These are like the pen code switches.
Yeah.
Again, changing that envelope. So let's do that first one. Back the mix off. Bring it in. Without. With. Yeah, very subtle. Let's do a drum loop. I'm gonna hit a F. I'm gonna look at my files. I'm gonna search for count call. Okay, let's listen to this. Whoa, turn that gate down, Jack. Just turn it down so it's only about -12. Putting on the culture. Banging the drive. I'm bringing it down. Without. With. Changing the function. Cranking the bias. I'm turning it off. I'm turning it on. It's significantly louder. I'm turning it off. I'm gonna adjust for the difference. I'm turning it on. I'm turning it down. I'm turning it off. We've learnt that that is very subtle unless it's not.
Exactly.
And in all honesty, the op-amp one seems really fun, so I'm going to put that on. It's just my own. So that's off, on, I'm cranking the drive. It's just more extreme, isn't it?
Yeah.
What I like is on the op-amp one, they seem to be gain matched.
Yeah.
Woo. That's insane. That's insane!
Yeah.
11.4 peaking. I turn it on. I mean, it is a little bit louder. Yeah. Have you ever seen that Scottish guy who does plugin reviews? Who's really angry?
No.
He'll be so angry at this. He uses like all these game matching plugins and stuff.
Okay, okay.
Dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I think we can conclude.
Nice.
I think we can conclude. Thanks so much if you hung around to the end of the video. Thanks, Falcon, for taking us through there. He knows what he's talking about. Check out his music. Links below. And check out the deal on this Efx Collection 3 here from Andertons. Why buy software from Andertons, right? One reason is you can buy it on finance.
True.
So if you're buying, or I don't know if this qualifies for finance, check in the links below, but there's a bit of a limit. So if you're buying it with other stuff, often you can just throw it in with a finance deal. The other thing is we do reward points on this stuff. So if you regularly buy things from us, it's kind of worth getting it from us for that reason. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for Arturia for giving us a shot at trying these out. I know this is not an exhaustive, by any means, it's probably exhausted you, but it's not an exhaustive run through of all the plugins. I think you can get demos of all of them as well.
Yep. That's right.
Get demos, so get them out. Personal favourites for me are the Spring Reverb and the 1176.
Oh.
What about you?
I'd say mine is the MELLO-FI. I really like that.
MELLO-FI.
And maybe even the Fragments from today.
The Fragments is
Pretty cool.
pretty exciting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all three on.
Oh.
I'm going to put the TUBE-CULTURE and then I'm going to put Fragmentos. We're putting on the TUBE-CULTURE fast. Now putting on the OPAMP. Without and with. Putting on the fragment.
Sounds like something out of Stranger Things.
It's mental. Sick. Hey, that's sick. And now I can start making it move. Random. On. Sick. Grain mix.
Right.
I can lock that. Woo! Without and with. That's sick.